we were lucky enough to bump into Kim Bazell in the park drinking some cider with some of her friends, and we've asked her to come along to answer some questions. So, can we just fire away, Kim?
Yeah, fire away.
You're ready to receive our impertinent questions?
Yes, I'm ready to receive them.
Well, Kim, I'd like to ask you this question. It's been on my mind for some time. Kim, are you a very coarse woman or really rather sophisticated?
I would say I'm very sophisticated.
Really?
Definitely.
Not coarse in the slightest?
No.
Oh, not in the slightest, not at all.
Well,
No,
lovely
very
answer.
sophisticated.
For a cider drinker.
Can't you tell?
Yes,
Kim.
actually, I can, you know.
Kim, would you wear a special harness if you were carrying meat?
No, I'd carry it
No.
between my teeth or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
You know, Kim, if you woke one morning to find your barnet, your hair, was on fire, would you, like, douse it with the pint of lager or something? Or just leave it, you know, forget about it, just go back to sleep?
I just leave it and go back to sleep. Yeah.
Leave it.
Quite right,
I
too.
think we all would, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I
Kim.
just leave it. Yes, darling.
If you killed a fly, would you be tempted in any way to put the white stuff that came out of its, like, belly, right, in your special droppings pot?
I've got to think about that. I really
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know,
tricky
Bob.
one,
That's
that, isn't it?
that one's tricky, very tricky. I'm not.
OK, no, that's fine.
Is it
That's
okay?
fine.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Kim, a question that's... I've
Yes.
won it. Kim, have you ever, you know, done it?
Me?
You know.
Oh no, never.
Never?
Will you one day, though, perhaps?
Well, I've been thinking about it. I've been
doing
thinking
it,
about
me
doing
too.
it, but I'm a bit frightened. I'm afraid.
Use polystyrene balls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, do you have another question?
Well, I'd just like finally to see Kim draw a cow on the blackboard. Could you do that
That'd be
for
lovely.
us?
Could you
A
have one?
cow.
Yes, we've got some
Cow's
chalk
face.
down there.
All right. Excuse me. I'll just
There's the
sashay
chalk,
over
yeah.
this way.
You ever
We
drawn
know
a
you've
cow
had a bit
before?
of cider, but have a go. It's just a cow's head.
Let's have a look. I think that's probably a horn. What is it? Yeah,
An eye.
that's it. That's a cow.
Hey!
That's a fish.
It is a fish, isn't it?
Well, that's my cow.
Yes,
a good
and it's a very nice cow,
Very nice
Kim.
cow.
Shall we go and get some cider, then?
Yeah, let's go get some cider.
Do you like kebabs?
No.
Would you like to arm wrestle me?
Hello, my name is Rick Wakeman, and I'm a keyboard wizard.
Hello, my name's Brian Eno, also a keyboard wizard.
And we'd like to just take a few moments of your time to take you on a voyage around the synthesizer. The synthesizer. Where did it all begin, Mr. Eno?
It all began on the first day you and I met.
That's right. Shall we tell them about how we did meet?
Yes, if you know how we met.
Of course I know how we met, Mr. Eno. How foolish of you. Well, of course, myself and Mr. Eno were performing... Well, I was actually performing on an airfield. I was accompanying the bombers as they went off to Dresden, playing Tell Laura I Love Her.
Now, you'll notice there, Mr. Wakeman wasn't startled by that rather unpleasant noise. That's because he's a professional. That noise, when you first thought of it, used to startle people, didn't it?
It did. It was a very abrasive noise. Now then, you can use the synthesizer in very many ways. You can use it, for instance, at a funeral. If your uncle has recently died and you're attending the funeral and you wish to accompany it on your synthesizer, do so in a very gentle way. Don't use a hoarse, abrasive sound like an irritating buzz, as this will startle the mourners.
Sorry to butt in, Mr.
Sorry,
Wakeman.
Mr. Eno, yes.
You don't want to dominate the proceedings, do you, with an
Of course you
unnatural
don't.
sound?
No.
Remember that.
Because
Well-
you'll ostracise yourself from the family group and be no longer welcome in the homes anymore.
Right.
As I was.
Wise words from a wise old wizard. Now, these sounds that we make are made in a variety of ways. I've recently added a Popadoodledandy to my synthesizer. Not as you might think to spice it up. No, that's just a silly pun, isn't it?
It is a stupid pun.
But rather to add depth to the sound.
I've incorporated a tomato onto my
Oh.
synthesizer to give depth and a challenging new sound for,
Yes.
for the listener.
What we'd like to do now is sing you a little song. It may seem puerile to you, the listeners, but to synthesizer wizards, it's kind of a hymn, isn't it?
It is, Mr. Eno.
OK, then.
Shall we begin?
Can you feel me sitting near you?
No, I can't, but I can hear you.
The joy you bring in the words you sing is dear to me. A little child in the gutter,
Crawling towards some butter.
will it work from the task? Will he smirk?
We can only wait and see.